Paul, that gives me a lot of confidence what you just said, and I think you're absolutely going in the right direction. You had a great column a couple of weeks ago in one of the major dailies on this subject. But talk about inflation. What's going to happen with inflation with this kind of budget 4 or 5 years down the pike? And the second question really is, can you really make it? Can you really get something through along the lines of what you're talking about?
Well, we can't pass what to be candid with you, Fred, we're not going to be able to pass it, excuse me, because we're in the minority.
Yeah.
But at least we can say, here's who we are and how we would do things differently, and we can tell the truth of what this budget does. We are going to have an inflation problem. Look, clearly we have a deflation problem, and the Fed is throwing everything at it. They're buying long-term Treasury securities now. They're monetizing that stuff. And so what this new borrowing slew is going to do, instead of tackling our debts, instead of reforming entitlements, they're exploding our debt. And now that the Fed's already buying long-term treasuries, they're going to keep doing that. They're not going to be able to mop up all this excess liquidity. Money supply is up. Velocity is down. Once this stuff flushes through the system, we're going to have an inflation problem. And I don't know of any Federal Reserve chairman in history who's ever been able to time all this stuff right. And the fact that Congress is mirroring our fiscal policy with our monetary policy, merging it, that's going to give us a huge inflation problem on the backside.